So every time I'm turning around now, looking in my DMs, looking at my messages, looking in comments on almost every single video, at least one person is asking about XP, XP farms, and XP glitches for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Uh, with there being such a ridiculous grind and ridiculously high goals to achieve the next level, or even a point, it kind of makes the game a lot less fun. Nobody likes the grind. So, right now, being that we have no XP farms and no glitches, I'm going to explain a couple of ways that you can level up a little bit quickly than just killing stuff randomly or things that you may be doing that you probably shouldn't be doing. I'm Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin, and let's try to ease this grind. But I want to give a special thank you to all of the fans who have been purchasing my merchandise. You guys are ensuring that we have a great upcoming couple of seasons that are going to be going on. Support the channel by all means. Please, if you haven't already, check out the links in the description below as well as the comments, and you'll see how to get your own merchandise to support Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin, and this channel. Again, thank you all so much. So for starters, it's pretty safe to say that Ubisoft has put a stop to the XP farms that were creatable in story creator mode. Also, there are no current XP glitches, and I think in both cases it's safe to say that we're not going to see one anytime soon unless Ubisoft gets lax and we just find a new one by accident. Right now, there has been nothing viable that I could find. So, that being said, you're going to have to put a little more work into it. So, one of the big things that you can do in order to ensure that you're leveling up, that you're gaining levels, you definitely want to go and check out the bounty board. As you check out the message board, you'll see that there are things that have rewards, and you'll see golden XP or golden drachmi. Sometimes there's like an actual item that comes with it. So what you really want to do is you want to look for the things that are like golden. So you see here, this is a bandit camp thing. Over here, this Fear of Arrows. They want you to kill Athenian archers, so you want to hit that there. Spartan's military is nothing without its skilled tacticians. This one they're going to ask you to remove pole marks or anything like that, high level guys and whatnot. So you're going to want to take those jobs. And the thing is that you're going to take those jobs and do what you would do normally. Like, you're going to kind of mix between quests. If you're going around and you're taking out bandits or something, then you definitely want to make sure you have a bounty that will allow you to not just take out the bandits, but also score a lot of drachmi and XP for doing that. So if there are however many bandits here, let's even take a look at the things we just grabbed. Like here you see we just have to kill 5 bandits there. So if it's a small camp and there's 5, boom, you have it. Let's see, this one, win battles for the Athenians all over Greece. That's kind of easy, and you'll probably gain some extra XP and drachmi while you're in the conquest battle. Conquest battles are great ways of doing that. Here we go, looting Spartan nation treasures all over Greece. As you're going and taking out fortresses, every time you loot their treasure, you gain, another point here. You just have to do it 3 times, and you'll gain some XP. Down here, the Fear of Arrows. We just have to kill Athenian archers in focus in this area. Just got to kill 5 of them. Spartan Heights, kill Spartan state leaders all over Greece. So, I mean, those are pretty easy goals, honestly. Like here is focus, and all we have to do is take out 5 archers, maybe some bandits. Over here in Malice, this is obviously Spartan owned, and there's a Spartan leader right there. So all we have to do is take him out and then find another one and take that one out as well. In fact, here, look. Locris, because it said all over Greece. So we just have to come here and take out the leader there. You know, you definitely want to check the bounty boards, especially when you're doing things that are requiring you to, do certain goals. Like these actually would be great goals to have alongside if we were doing the weeklies, because the weeklies always ask you to take out, however many soldiers or whatever. So you do it in tandem, and you'd be surprised at how much XP you'll gain. So that's one way. Definitely you have to check the boards. So here I am about an hour later after running all those bounties and whatnot. I'm now at level 36. Now, I'm going to count that as 4 levels because I was at the beginning of this video level 31, but I was just a smidge to level 32. So we'll say that I went up 4 levels in about an hour. Not ideal, but it's the best thing we have right now. And what made it easier was having enough areas open that were around my level that I could transfer to back and forth in order to do what I needed to do. A lot of the bounties were, like go kill a follower of Ares, and then it was like kill these other followers of Ares as well, So I would take it, even if it was just blue XP, it was still something. And then you just keep going and doing that. Like here we have another bandits of misfortune. I could take that, and then I could also take another bandit bounty. There may be something where it just says kill bandits across, like 5 bandits, or it'll say something like a target or a bounty on a specific bandit, and it'll be the same bandit that's in that camp. So you definitely want to keep a lookout for those. Even if, like I said, even if you see like a blue XP or a purple XP, still take it because you'll be able to take them out. That's something that you're really going to need. And again, 4 levels in 1 hour is not ideal, but it really helped out. There was a lot of, steel treasures all over Greece, assault leaders, burn things. And a lot of it, honestly, as I stayed in focus, a lot of it was back and forth all around here. So it made it really easy. There was I believe, a camp of followers of Ares, like somewhere around here, and it took me like 2 seconds to, number one, take out the bounty on that one follower, and then also the bounty on all 5 that were there. I was able to take out 5 at the same time. So those little things help improve. Now, like I said, I'm level 36 right now. If you're starting the game out and you're at level 10 or you're at level 1, definitely just do everything there is to do on the first island here. If you do every one of those bases, you do every layer, you do every exclamation point, not these because these are, story creations. But if you do all that stuff, then you'll leave this island by level 10. And then once you're level 10, you'll be able to like do some of these other islands and everything, which is like really cool. You just got to see what island matches your level and go to said island or area and work that out. Don't try to go above because, like you're going to get killed. Like this one over here is 42, and I was over here just messing around with this guy who's one of the cultists. And of course, I got, I got slaughtered. You definitely want to keep that in mind when you're doing that. Also, another thing you want to keep in mind is that when you're doing these things, you actually gain engravings for everything you do. So if you just do one of these cheats or glitches where you just advance with like no rhyme or reason and you're just like advancing, you'll lose out on certain engravings. You won't be able to get them. So even though you'll be like a powerful character, you miss the opportunity to become even more powerful because there will be engravings that you completely overshoot, and you don't want to do that. So make sure that you're doing it this way. You may want to start your regimen every day by maybe doing like an hour's worth of bounties, and then after doing that, doing like whatever these exclamation points are, or even just doing story missions and whatnot, so that way you advance both in the story and you advance your own levels. So those are things that you're going to have to do, you're going to have to look into. Again, it's very easy. It's just such a pain because they made it a grind fest like a traditional RPG, which even traditional RPGs, you gain levels way quicker. So this is just a pain. There aren't just problems with the grind itself. There is also the problem of upgrading your equipment. So every time you obtain new equipment, obviously, if you want to keep certain pieces, you got to keep upgrading it, and it costs a lot to do that. You need a lot of materials. So here's a secret that I use often. What you want to do is always save up all your old weapons and whatnot, and then go through it. Like this obsidian sword I'm not going to need, so I'll dismantle it. Dismantling, look, now I got glass, gems, iron metal, wood, and leather. So you keep going through that, all right? What you want to do basically is sell off the bows, because bows usually cost a lot, or they earn you a lot. The other thing you want to do is just use all these spare parts to get rid of, so that way, once you're done with it, once you've got everything that you need from what you have, then you go about selling like whatever's left. You know what I'm saying? Take all these things, all these like common, the uncommon, the clears, the blues, definitely get rid of those first, okay? Then what you want to do is you want to look at all your purple gear, which is epic, and this is the gear that actually is going to do a lot more damage than this gear. As you can see, this gear has one golden engraving and 2 regular engravings, okay? Whereas one of these has 3 regular engravings, and then you can add the golden engraving to this one if you wanted to. So in theory, you do gain extra power. Now, for everyone who's been asking, like, how do you increase those dots that are on the side? You increase those dots in several different ways. What you're going to do is you're going to go out and you're going to actually perform different activities. If you look at your abilities here, you'll see, actually, I missed it. It actually is in the inventory. If you look at the inventory, you look at the engraving list over here, and you can see exactly what you have and how you build it up. So, let's see. Warrior damage. Complete the following challenge to unlock the next tier. Reach level 44. Then there are others, like this one. Go into the workshop in Malice to learn about new engraving tiers. This one level 38, 42, and again, if you're doing any cheating, you're going to skip over these. This one, real easy, kill 20 Spartan Strategoi, and then it goes down from there. There's many different things that you can do. Kill 125 beasts, kill 100 enemies while wielding a dagger. You see, I just started this out. So if I want to improve this, I'm going to have to like continuously defeat enemies with these daggers. Crit damage, reach level 41. And then the other way that you can do that also is to actually go into your bag. You'll find these Astrakas, and when you find the Astraka, it will give you certain increases, and you definitely want to go and check those out. I do have a playlist that shows all the Astrakas that you need, and it'll show you how to resolve them, where to find them, and how to resolve them. Another thing that people are asking me about is levels. Some people could only get to level 50. So first of all, make sure that you are at the most current block that we have here, the most current build. So I forget where we're at now. I think it's like 1.4 something. So make sure that you have all your updates updated. All right, there's no way that you're gonna get to level 99 if you don't. The other thing is you may need to buy the DLCs. We have the Fate of Atlantis, which was the second one, and Legacy of the Hidden Blade was the first one. Legacy of the Hidden Blade, I really don't think you need the DLCs. I could have sworn that they added those, they patched those in later, where you could reach level 99. But in case you can't, you may actually need to make those purchases. You get the season pass, and it's real easy. It's real simple. All right. Once you do that, you could go all the way to 99. And then the thing is, obviously, playing the game. right now I have all these ability points on this character that I have, but I can't add them in anywhere good because I need the spear to be level 5. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to go and kill a bunch of the other the cultists. And in order to do that, I need to play through the game. I need to actually uncover the things that need uncovering. So really make sure that you're doing that as well. Always make sure that you're constantly just pushing the envelope, playing through the game itself. Otherwise, you're never going to find all the things that you can do. Yeah, I had a level 50 weapon just now because I killed a level 50 character, which was pretty wild. I'm looking to take out this level 41 character now, even though I don't need to. But, you know, it's just something that I'm doing as a personal challenge to myself. But, like I said, make sure that you really get in there and start tearing up all those items that you don't need, selling off items that you don't need, so that you can upgrade the items that you do want and need. Keep doing these quests as well, and then, you know, I mean, you're going to get this stuff anyway. You're going to get this stuff just wandering around and defeating people and doing raids on fortresses and stuff like that. So that's how you get all the equipment. There are also wall runs, and we've discussed this before, but I know a lot of you are new to the channel and you haven't seen a bunch of my older stuff, and you guys really want to get into the meat and potatoes of it, so I'm going to help you out. Your other options in order to obtain materials that you're going to need, you're actually going to obtain from like weapons, armor, and things that you're going to find during what we call the Athens wall run. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to Attica and you're going to go to Athens, which is obviously right here. And when you go here, you're just going to go anywhere along this wall, find like a starting point, and you're basically going to run the length of the wall and kill all the soldiers or grab whatever you can. So I'm starting at one point. We're going to run through. Inside here you find materials like that. There you go. We're going to continue moving along. All along here you find stuff. Stab a guy, he might drop something, he might drop materials and whatnot. So there we go, I got drachmae over there. You're going to check all these funny little corners here. There we go, there's more drachmae. That'll help out with costs. So we can keep going. In this situation, you might want to do that. Not only can you get to where you want to go faster, but there's a better opportunity for you to like grab more stuff. So I'm going to keep going. Just every time you see one of these little piles, you're going to like search it. There may be something there. Well, he didn't drop anything. Oh, he dropped some metal. There goes some materials right there, along with fire arrows. There we go, more drachmae there. And I mean, yeah, it's a pain, but it's much easier than the alternative, which is going to be just trying your luck. So there we go, I just killed a whole bunch of guys. Let me backtrack here a little bit. There we go. There's a bow that's good for selling or even getting some wood. That guy dropped a bow. That's useful. Nothing there that we need. I mean, it really is not going to take you that long to do this wall run. So let's see where I'm at right now. I started down here, so I'm over in this corner already. So, you know, yeah, it does look like it took a long time just to get to this point, but in reality, we're searching through everything we can, killing everybody we can, so that way we could get as many materials. All these bows and, you know, any weapons that I find, I'll probably break down in order to like increase the effectiveness of my stuff. Check all this. There we go, nice helmet. Keep moving. Almost missed that guy. And that's it. You're basically just going to run through here. Grab whatever we can, where we can. They'll drop materials, they'll drop things. We'll pick up some coins and stuff along the way. There we go, another bow. That's good for sale or for wood. It's a lot easier than actually going around and, you know, like taking the stuff from like the streets or whatever, like just hoping you find something laying around. Oh, clearly see that there was something there. So I messed up because the townspeople, for some reason, they want to pay attention to what's going on here. And along the way, you're going to get some XP as well, so that's always a plus, too. Let's just backtrack, make sure we got everything. There goes more stuff for us to sell. Oh, and don't let them break this stuff. They could actually attack it by accident and wreck it. And that's not what you want. You actually want the stuff. So we just keep moving, like I said, keep searching through all the stuff. You're eventually going to find like a ton of things. Let's see where I am on the map now. Yep, so I'm all the way in this corner now. We just got to keep it going like that. You do the complete wall run, you go do something else, you might even meditate. They all respawn again. Another thing that you can do, but I find this to be the least effective, is to go to the blacksmiths. If you go to the blacksmiths, you can go and you can make purchases, namely the materials that you need. Now, while they may have exactly what you need, it's going to be costly. It's going to be way too much. Another thing you don't want to do is go and make these purchases of like the items that they have here unless it's something that you're actually going to wear. Don't come here and buy all the stuff and break it down and stuff like that. You will go broke. You really will. All right? You have to utilize the blacksmith. Come and sell off, you know, like your trade goods. Sell off things that you're not going to need, that you definitely are done with, you're not going to see again. Things like that. Make sure that, you know, like you keep the epics, go through the epics. Make sure that you find whatever epic that may help you to do a pretty kick-butt build. Epics are the way to go for that. Alright? You still want to chase the legendary gear because you're going to want the engravings that come off of legendary gear. So don't ever, you know, like stop chasing that. I know some people all of a sudden experience that you know, it's like different collecting bows or weapons and gear and items that were all, you know, like legendary, and then all of a sudden they think that that's no good. You know, you definitely want to chase all those. But this is a great way to get rid of your junk, to make whatever money you need, and then also to get rid of, you know, whatever, or acquire any scraps that you're going to need in order to upgrade your equipment. Make sure that you do that. All right? This is one, like I say, the most ineffective way of doing it. There is one last way that I believe is a little bit easier and makes a little more sense. Your very last method, and probably your most effective method, is going to be the ship. What you're going to have to do is get on the Indrestia, make sure that you're constantly upgrading it so that it's battle ready, and then you're going to want to go and take out ships. Whatever ships you take out, you're going to want to cleave, because cleaving the ships in half will actually get you the most resources, and it gives you all kinds of resources. Sometimes you'll even find ships that have mercenaries on them, and when you defeat those ships, you'll get mercenary items as well. This is, if you don't want to do the wall runs, just sailing around on the ships, destroying ships, and then cleaving them in half, you know, like after they're disabled, that's going to be one of the greatest ways to get all the materials that you're going to need in order to upgrade your gear. So anyway, I hope that helps you out. Those are a bunch of answers to a bunch of questions that you guys have been asking lately on leveling and material handling. So hopefully you use these techniques and you just come out on top. That's what I want to see. If you guys have any other techniques or any other ideas, drop them in the comments below and share it with the community. If there's anything I missed, like I know I didn't do an actual conquest battle, but conquest battles are also a very good way of getting XP and even some extra materials. So make sure that you do those as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out an awful lot. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until the next one, be good. Goodbye.